Let's start with the review at the bottom. Distributed property. What's the first thing that I do on this one? Aries. How do I start my distributed property? Very good. What is 6 times y? Okay, 6y. What's the next step, James? Is it just 2? Very good. Make sure you keep your signs in front of it. That's one thing I'm seeing for everybody on the distributed property. 6 times -2 equals -12. Can I combine 6y and -12? No, because I can't combine letters and numbers. Okay, Harley, start me on the next one. 4 times 7 is 28. What do you think about the next part, Lyric? I do 4 times 7, and then I do. Very good. 4 times -n is a -4n. And again, I can't add and subtract variables and numbers. I can multiply them next to each other. Okay, Emily, start me on the next one. Very good. -30. And Lorelei, finish it up for me. That's true. -10 times p is -10p. But what am I supposed to multiply here? -10 times -p. What's a -10 times a -p? Very good. +10p. There's some definition words. Operations that undo each other are called, when we've been solving equations, we've been using inverse operations. We're using the inverse. The opposite of adding is subtracting. The opposite of multiplying is dividing. The inverse of 2/3 is 3/2. How about the next one? A mathematical sentence that contains an equal sign is an, what do we call a math sentence that has an equal sign? What are we trying to solve? We're solving equations. A math sentence that has an equal sign is called an equation. A blank is a symbol, usually a letter, used to represent an unknown number. What's it called? Very good. We didn't even have that in our notes, but I wanted to make sure we know that's called a variable. It varies. It can vary. You did good. Okay, let's look at the top, do a couple problems together, and then you guys can finish them. Let's do the third one. -4/5 m equals 8. What is the reciprocal that I'm going to multiply by? Just 5/4? Yeah, we want to make sure we get that +1. I see that my negative times a negative will become positive. My 4's cancel to be 1. My 5's cancel to be another 1. And I got to make sure I do the same thing to the other side. I messed up. Should have said that first. Try to multiply this together. 8 times -5/4. Cross cancel your 8 and 4. We get 4 divided by 4 is 1. 8 divided by 4 is 2. We get 2 times -5. Notice that I didn't make you check on these ones, but anytime that you check and I don't tell you to, it'll always be bonus. If you're looking for some extra points on a quiz or a test, there's some extra points. Okay, how about this one? -2/5 equals 4/15. Go ahead and start that one. We have a positive times a negative. I know my answer will be negative. This time I can cross cancel both ways. I can cross cancel a 5. 5 divided by 5 is 1. 15 divided by 5 is 3. And then if I look the other way, I see I also have a common factor for 2 and 4. 2 divided by 2 is 1. 4 divided by 2 is 2. When I multiply straight across, I should get 2/3. 2 times 1 is 2. 3 times 1 is 3. Some students were a little confused on the next one on how to start 2/3 equals 3/10 n. Where should I be looking right now? I need to look at the variable, which is right here. So that's what I need to do the reciprocal of. What's the reciprocal of 3/10? And I can just squeeze it right next to it, 10/3. And then multiply this side by 10/3. So I can just squeeze it in there. I see the 3's will cancel, the 10's will cancel, leaving that n. And then is there any cross canceling to be done for 10/3 times 2/3? Any cross canceling, James? No, so you just multiply straight across. 10 times 2, 3 times 3, and that's it. No cross canceling on that one.